Hey, good morning. So it is December 26th. This will be day number 23. We are right back where we stopped the last time. Here's the river. And we're going to get started. I had a little break after Christmas, and the weather is supposed to be in the 60s all week. One thing I forgot to film the last time I stopped here was to hide my rock, if you can remember that. So let's see if it's still there. I'm gonna there she be. There's my rock. So we'll pack this along for the next 84-mile stretch. It's about 7:30. So we need to get on the road. So it's a couple hours in. It's about 9:30. I am sitting at Curly Maple Gap Shelter. So it's one of those two-story deals. About 4 miles in, that's about right. I usually average about 2 miles an hour. So far, I've had a good climb out. I've got one more pretty steep climb. It's pretty much most of the remaining 13 miles to the shelters uphill, but it's more gradual rather than like a really steep climb. So we're gonna hang out here a little while longer and then get back on the trail. This place is called Beauty Spot. She's a real beaut, Clark. And I'm guessing that is Irwin, which is close to where I came from this morning. So a nightly wrap-up of day 23, day number 1 of this trip. We went from Uncle Johnny's Hostel to Cherry Gap Shelter, sorry. So we've been here since about 3:30. It's about 5:30 now, just got a fire going. It's just me right now at the shelter. That will probably stay that way. I only really saw a couple day hikers. So it's probably going to be just me. I got my bear bag hung up. So now we're just hanging out until it's time to go to bed, which will be fairly soon. I pretty much drove down straight through and then walked my 17.2 miles. So we'll get up and do it again tomorrow. See you guys then. Hey, good morning. It's day 24, December the 27th of 2021. I got about 17 and a half miles to do today to Rowan Mountain Shelter. It's the high shelter on the AT. It's about a little bit after 7, probably about 7:15. So we're packed up from where we stayed last night and headed this way.
Won't see what my
So I've made it to the last 5 miles of the day. The bad news is that it's all uphill. So up Rowan Mountain, there's some cars, you can see those. So maybe there'll be some other people up there. I am not looking forward to this climb at all. Done about 12 today, so this will be a tough climb. The good news is I think it's the last hardest climb of the whole trip. I guess that's the way to say that, yeah. So I've made it to the top of Rowan Mountain, pretty much. I'm still about maybe a mile from my shelter. This field you see, this prairie, this used to be the site of the Cloudland Hotel. And I will make sure and snap a good picture of that so I can read it later. But pretty good sized place. So so this is Rowan Mountain Shelter. This is where I had planned on staying tonight, but I'm not really impressed. It doesn't have a picnic table. Let's see if I can't show you what it kind of smells funny in here. There's a second level to it. But yeah, I'm not feeling this one. And I can't get a fire going. So I'm just gonna keep heading on. And I'll set up my tent if I can't make it to the next one. So I just crossed over Carver's Gap and making my way up to this bald, hoping to find a tent spot. I've kind of missed the show, but maybe the sunrise will be just as good. So December the 27th of 2021, it's about 7:15. I have finally gotten to my stopping point. Bit of a debacle. I was going to stay at the Rowan Mountain Shelter, and I didn't like a lot about it. So I decided that there was a bald about 2 miles away, and you saw the time lapse from that bald. Well, the whole time that's going on, and even longer, I'm trying to put up my tent. It is very, very windy. Like my tent collapses on me twice. So I thought, instead of having to get up in the middle of the night and backtrack to get out of the wind, possibly when it's raining, I just went ahead and got off the mountain and came back to Carver's Gap, which is only about a half a mile. So I don't know what my total miles were today, but the shelter I stayed at last night was 19 and a half from the top of the bald. So no, it's 19 and a half from this spot. So the top of the bald was closer to 20. So I'm set up now. Heat up my tent, and I'm gonna call this one another successful night. At least I'm dry and warm and in a good spot. Very close to the interstate. I'll probably be listening to cars all night. I don't know if the interstate, but a major road. So anyway, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I can make it up for the sunset on that ball. So we'll be going right past there again. Good morning, day 25, December the 27th of 2021. This was home last night. So we're gonna head up trail and see some of the things I've already seen before, for at least the first half mile. So this is where I was last night. It's still windy up here, as you can probably hear it. This is called Round Bald. This first big clump of trees right there in the center he made it through the night. Just his tent collapsed on him a couple times, he said. This is Victory Mountain Shelter, and it's a beautiful spot. There's several people tenting here last night. I guess there was some type of, it's closed because of some type of structural collapse. We're just gonna walk in real quick and give it a look. Man, what a beautiful spot. That's for sure. This is what you'd be looking over. There's Over Mountain Shelter, where I just was. Never free, never me. So I got the unforgiven. Right there's where we were, and I would assume that that is Rowan Mountain where we came from. And then right there is a lake. I am finishing at a lake, so I don't know if maybe that's it or part of it. Later, Carolina. It's been real. So this is where I'll be staying at tonight. It's the station. It's about a half mile east of 19 East, which I guess is the road that runs down through there. I'll give you a little tour of. This is like a bar and a restaurant downstairs, so I'll definitely be going there. And this is Watonga. That's the boss of the place. Little tour here. So I was showing people around here. That's the kitchen. My family likes these videos. And then my room is up here. So, this is my spot. So I will check back in with you guys here in a little while. Got a shower, got some laundry going. They give you some clothes to wear while your laundry's being done. This place has over 300 craft beers. So I'm going to give a quick wrap up of day 25. It's December the 27th, I think, Tuesday. So I went 15.8 miles, I think, from Carver's Gap to the station, which is where I'm staying now. It's been a really cool experience here. There's a bar and a restaurant downstairs, and then the hostel's up top. It's been really cool talking to Clinton. He's the hostel manager. He actually walked from Georgia to Maine and then back to Georgia. That's called a yo-yo. Definitely never met anybody that's done that before. And he said he's walked across America like twice. So crazy. So anyway, it's been a cool experience. I've enjoyed talking to people. There's probably 8 others here at this hostel tonight. So we'll get back on trail tomorrow and finish this section out. Good night.